Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. It is actually the same day as yesterday's video. It's just the afternoon. In yesterday's video, this morning, the contractors came and they finished the Haddonstone fountain. It is 100% done. It is beautiful. What they had to do is they had to basically grout the fountain. When the fountain was delivered, it was delivered in pieces so that it could be installed, and the pieces needed to be grouted together, put together, and my bad, I misplaced the bag of pointing mix. It's called pointing mix that Haddonstone sent. I have no clue what I did with it. But anyway, they had to send another package and then the contractors had to come back. So I've been apologizing a lot this morning. I feel really bad about it, but they were all very sweet about it. And they finally finished it today and it looks so good. So here's the fountain in all its glory. It still needs to dry. The grout still needs to dry, but it just looks so good. So this is Haddonstone's West Lodge fountain in the color code with the Roman small pool surround again in the color code. And as you can see, the pieces, they're little pieces that I think weigh about 300 pounds each, which makes it easier for the contractors to install it and not break it basically. And then after they're done installing it, they grout it basically. I keep saying grouting, but it's not actually grouting. Haddonstone calls it something else, but it's pointing basically. So it's all good. Like I said, still needs to dry it, but it looks beautiful. But now that it's done, I get to do the thing that I am super excited about, which is planting around it. And what I decided to plant around it is this new lavender from Proven Winners. It's called Summer Serenade Lavender. It is a brand new variety that just came out, and it's supposed to bloom better, smell better, do better in hot climates, just overall be a better lavender, which I'm very, very excited about. So I'm going to be planting that surrounding the fountain, surrounding the base of the fountain, and I actually think it will be perfect. Now there's a couple issues. One, you can see the gravel. The gravel was just temporarily placed there while they filled in the other diamonds and the rest of the patio. I had always planned to have this whole space right here as soil and have like a garden bed and have mulch. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I might just pull back the gravel, plant the lavender, and then put the gravel back. Basically use the gravel as my mulch. It would make it look a lot more like Mediterranean, which is perfect because I live in California, which is a Mediterranean climate. I was worried that was going to make it feel a little too hot, like a little too much heat, but I'm going to try it because if I do that first, I can always remove the gravel later and put mulch in and all that kind of stuff. But I want to see how it looks now if I just plant the Summer Serenade Lavender all the way around it. The other issue that I do have is I know for a fact it's terrible soil underneath this gravel. It is not good soil. They dug down. It had been compacted. It's just not good soil. So I'm definitely going to have to amend the soil, which is something I normally do not do, especially with a plant like lavender that likes lean soil. But I'm just going to have to do it just because it's just really, really terrible soil. So I am going to be amending my soil today when I plant the lavender. Then I also think I might do a boxwood here and a boxwood here as well. There's a bunch of stuff buried over here on this side. I was trying to look at it when they were installing it, but they were so fast, it was really hard. So you can kind of see that pop up right there. I know there's a bunch of stuff under here, so I'm going to be very careful, and I'm aware that I might not be able to plant all the plants exactly where I want to plant them, just because there's pipes and all that kind of stuff to make the fountain work. So anyway, that's my plan for today, is to plant the Summer Serenade Lavender. Now, unfortunately, about 75% of these are past their bloom time. They're ready to be cut back already, which is such a bummer. And so I think I'm going to just end up cutting back all of them. But I wanted to show you guys what the blooms look like on the Summer Serenade Lavender. I think it's really pretty. Let me show you the details. So it's an angustifolia lavender, 16 to 20 inches tall. Full sun, of course. Spacing is 18 to 24 inches, hardy zones 5 through 9. It says this is one of our earliest lavenders to show color each year, with spikes of true lavender flowers continuing to pack the plant as summer progresses. So I'm excited to try it. I'm really, really excited to try it, but I do have to cut it all back. So it's not going to look great for a couple weeks until it flushes back. But that's okay. I can be patient. And I do have to say, smelling my hand after touching that lavender, this lavender smells so good. It smells better than my Spanish lavender, and it smells better than my Sweet Romance lavender from Proven Winners. It is just a very, very good smelling lavender. So I have 15 of these, and I'm trying to space them equally, and I'm racking my brain to try and remember, what is this, geometry? I don't even remember. I was really good in math, really good in math. And this is one of those situations, I wish Sadie was here, because I'd be like, see, Sadie, this is a perfect example of why it's good to know math. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm such a cheater. I just asked ChatGPT, and it told me that the diameter of the fountain times pi equals whatever. And so basically plant the lavender 18 inches apart. So don't tell Sadie I use ChatGPT, but I'm going to be planting these 18 inches apart for equal spacing. Oh, there's landscape fabric. Here you guys can see the landscape fabric. So it looks like they laid down a piece of landscape fabric and then put all the gravel on top of it, which is, you know, honestly, it's a good thing. It's going to help keep some of the weeds. I don't think landscape fabric keeps a ton of weeds out, because the weeds just grow in this, you know, in this gravel right here. It gets like dust and dirt in there, and then they just grow. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of landscape fabric, but it's not like I'm going to dig out all this gravel to take it out. So I'll just get some pruners and cut this. Oh yeah, that's nice soil right there. I don't even know if you guys can see it. Oh my gosh. That's some good soil right there. Yikes. If I was planting anything other than lavender here, I'd be very worried right now, just because of how poor the soil is. But I think once I get the lavender established, I think that of all plants is going to be one that's going to be able to handle this. Be strong, little one. You can do it. Okay, one down, 14 more to go. Okay, I have 6 of them done out of 15, so I'm not even quite halfway through yet. My phone, my camera that I film on, it keeps turning off because it is so hot out here. This is why I don't work in the afternoons. This is why I only garden in the morning, and then by noon I'm back inside. But I was just so excited to get this planted, and it looks so good. So Monty won't move away from the gardening umbrella, which I completely understand. I would not be out here if it weren't for my own gardening umbrella. I just got this thing off Amazon. It is gold. If you garden in hot weather, you definitely need it, because I would not be out here if it wasn't for that. So here you can see my lavender that I did get planted. It looks really good. It just is taking forever because I have to scooch back all the gravel. I have to cut the landscape fabric. I have to dig out the horrible soil. I have to amend the soil, and then I can plant it. So it's just taking a little bit longer, plus it's hot and I'm moving slow. But again, I'm just really anxious because it just looks so good. Good morning, everyone. It is obviously the next day. I did not finish planting all the lavender around my fountain. It was just too hot, and then I ran out of soil and I had to go to the store, and by the time I got back it was after 5, and I just decided to call it for the day. So I am up, it's early. It's much cooler now, and so now I can finish. I do have to say, the water in my fountain is getting quite murky. I think a lot of the pointing mix that the contractor used got into the fountain, and I was like researching how to clean it yesterday, and I found this pool cleaner. It's like a handheld pool vacuum, and I ordered it, and it's supposed to come today. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get it and I'll be able to clean it today for like final shots and all that kind of stuff. But if not, then I'll do it on another day. But anyway, I got, let's see, halfway through, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 15 planted. So I'm actually a little worried about this spot because this is where all the stuff is, like the pipes and everything like that. So this is probably going to take me even longer, but at least it's cool this morning. All right, I am finally done. That was a big project. That took me quite a number of hours and a lot of hand digging. I really appreciate my auger when I have to do projects like this, where I'm hand digging every single hole. So they are all in. They look absolutely beautiful. Let me show you guys a closer look. So here they are, all planted. They are going to get about 1.5 feet wide. So they're probably a little over a foot. So they're just going to get a little bit taller than the fountain, I think. And then they can get up to 2 feet wide, and they're 18 inches apart. So they're all gonna grow together, and it's just gonna be one hedge of lavender. Can't you all just imagine how gorgeous it's going to look when it's in full bloom? Oh, I'm so excited about it. So like I was saying, I did order the pool vacuum, and if it comes, I'll put a clip in the end. If not, I'll just show you guys in another day. I guess if you're watching this right now, it didn't come in time, so that's okay. I'll show you guys in another day, but I do need to clean up the bottom of the fountain and all that kind of stuff. But having said that, I think, you know, hours out here planting, I was thinking about the fountain. I'm thinking about adding some water plants to it, like water lilies or something like that, just to give a little bit of life inside the fountain. I think that'll be really, really pretty. And then I was thinking maybe add fish, maybe add some goldfish or some mosquito fish or something like that. I'm kind of going back and forth because we do have a lot of birds here, and I'm afraid the fish are going to get decimated by the birds. But I'm thinking if I put the plants in first, then the fish will have some place to hide. So I don't know anything about water plants, pond plants, or anything like that. So I kind of just I have to look into it. And I know that it's fine for these fountains to put plants in, because at the Haddonstone display garden in England, they actually had a big fountain that had all these beautiful plants growing out of it, and it was so patinaed. I'll show you a picture. It was so lovely, absolutely gorgeous, really pretty. And so I think it might be fun to do a little something like that as well. If you can see, I have one of my lavender that's kind of not looking great. I think this one got overwatered in my plant stash area, so I might have to replace that one, but all the other ones look really good. And I will be cutting back the first flush of blooms, because if you cut back the first flush of blooms, it encourages a second flush. So I will be doing that, but I really want to clean the fountain first and then take some really pretty pictures first of it. I just have to show you guys all these pollinators on these plant. Like, look at that, they're all over. And as I was planting these, I kept having to shoo away the bees. So if you guys don't like pollinators, don't plant lavender. But I love it. I love it when plants look like they're alive because of the bees all flying around it. And then they're all attracted to the fountain as well. And I have actually seen birds on the edge of the fountain. So this is just so lovely to have here. I am so happy to have it. So anyway, I will be waiting for my little pool vacuum. I hope it works. If any of you have a big fountain like this and know how to clean it, please let me know, because I have absolutely no idea. And obviously I'm not going to drain this whole fountain, you know, to clean it. I mean, I say obviously, but is that how you have to do it? I really have to look into it. So if you guys are seeing this, then the vacuum didn't get here in time, and I will show you all that in a later video later on this week. But I am very happy with the progress. Let me show you over on this side so you don't see the one lavender that's not doing as well. Look at how good that looks. Doesn't that look great? So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.